Okay, Sunday, 28th of December 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. I have no regrets learning a second language. I have been studying for about 7 or so years, since the 13th of May 2008, 17, 18. Wow, 17. 17, yes. Spanish. 13th of May 2017, Spanish on Duolingo. Nearly 3,000 day streak. So currently 2,781, something like that. Very nice. And I have said multiple times in the past, but I don't think I've done a video about it, saying I have no regrets spending the time, energy, momentum, money, you name it, studying and learning a language. I mean, currently I'm reading George R. Martin's The Knight of the Seven Kingdoms in Spanish, reading it and studying it. Now, I have no regrets spending the time and energy learning a second language because it's a very powerful tool. In one way, it's intrinsically with regards to academics, the mind, keeping it alive, keeping it dedicated, focusing on learning something in general. Nice, very useful, very good. Good. But also the external, the extrinsic value and utility of it. Communication, more options, more choices, bridges for building networks and things like that. Very powerful, very useful. Both of them, intrinsically, both of them as they are good, powerful benefits and things to have and habits to have in life. Amazing, no regrets. So I highly recommend in general, learn a second language, learn a third language, of course, more the merrier. But I'd go as far as to say, learn the language you're going to either use in some fashion, lifestyle wise or business, or it's going to have some utility in some fashion, lifestyle or business in general. Those are slight caveats. Because you could say, I'm going to learn a language academically for the IQ points, to put on the resume, for the fun of it. Sure, I think learning Latin would be quite good. But I'm not going to use it in my lifestyle, or my business. So I have no real use for it apart from academic, just IQ. Very good, very nice. But if you're going to do it for IQ, you might as well have a double whammy and pick a language you're going to improve the mind and IQ, and at the same time use in some fashion. Because I think for business, it could be worthwhile learning, say, Welsh or Gaelic, maybe French, but maybe business and or lifestyle, Portuguese. But also the thing to consider is, I don't need it, not just yet. So later, but it's not within the next 6 months, so it's uncertain. It's to be decided. Oh, maybe in 2 years from now, maybe 3 years from now. Don't know, but that's an important thing to consider. Learn a language, learn one you're going to use in some fashion, but in the short term, in the foreseeable future. I might need Portuguese in 7 or so years from now. That's too vague. 7.5. No, 8 years. No. 18 years from now. It's too vague. Then I would go further to say, really study the language. Because what I've noticed, I've gained an appreciation for languages intrinsically as they are, the structure, the etymology, the grammar, the differences between English and Spanish at a deep level. Understanding the nuances between them, what words in each language that other one doesn't have, for example. Things like that. It's fascinating, it's beautiful, it's an art form really, it's linguistics essentially. And it is a very nice way to view the art in the languages itself. I even had it for a very short while with French, because I had some French clients and I had an interesting appreciation for it artistically, the French language, artistically, because a lot of English words are what we call loan words from French. They're very similar. So it's just nice and beautiful. Again, it's artistic, it's not a lifestyle or a business, but it's just interesting. It's a nice thing to have. It's more IQ points. Now, I'd also say that languages can be used in terms of business and networking in some fashion. I had some ideas to learn Portuguese because it could be useful to open more doors for me. But even we could say French has the potential as well. But even that, we could say, interestingly, at an ego level, to say, by knowing this language, it could raise my social standing somewhere else. But that's pure ego. We could go deeper to say we could strategically learn a language in order to raise the profile elsewhere. Meaning, if I learn a bit of French, I can use it over here, where French is seen as even more exotic than English. Ooh, interesting. So I'll be rarer. Very nice. Strategically, in terms of networking or relations in business, things like that. Very powerful. I have some ideas to learn Welsh, mainly Welsh, because I could see some ways to use it in business over there, in the arts and creative writing. But it's more about understanding the structure and grammar to use and reverse engineer it to make the writing even more unique. But even that is good for business, but it's not in the foreseeable future. When would I need this? 12 months, 24 months from now, I guess, maybe? It's not specific enough. It's maybe 24 months. The key word there is maybe. We don't know. But that's powerful. We can really use languages in some ways to build connections. I used to have a lot of Chinese clients, so I pick up and I learned some Chinese here and there to connect with them better. I have a handful of Polish clients, and I know a few interesting curiosities about Poland, and I can say a few interesting phrases. Not very much, I can't make an A1 sentence or much coherence, but I can say a few words here and there to connect better, build rapport with the clients by knowing their language. Rapport, a nice loan word from France. In English would say to be known, liked and trusted. To know, like and trust someone. That's very powerful. And languages helps to grease those wheels, like a social lubricant to get people connecting better, to be understood better. I used to say to my clients as well that for every one new word you learn in English, that's 7 new sentences they can make. That's 7 new ways that they can articulate their thoughts and feelings and opinions, vocalize their desires even. That's deep, that's very powerful. Essentially, you can be understood better in another language. It's amazing. And as I'm reading all the time and doing Duolingo and improving constantly, every single day I've got an interesting principle. My philosophy with it is every single day, learn one new word and or one new grammar rule. Of course, the more the merrier. Why not 2 a day? 2 words, 2 grammar rules. Of course, the more the merrier. But then revise, expand, understand more tenses, understand more words, and it's exponential. Because as you understand more of the grammar rules and the conjugations, the tenses, the conditions, whatever else, future, past, and everything else, and you combine that with more vocabulary, you can understand how these words can be changed for the different sentences, and you can explain yourself even better, even greater, with even greater degree of finality, essentially. One word over here can be used in different tenses, so you can express yourself even better. So every single day, and you could apply this to everything really, science and physics and economics, every day something new, just one little thing. And then you notice on a rolling 6 month, 12 month, 24 basis, as in 6 months from ago today, and 12 months from today, 12 months ago from today, you change, you grow. You look at my Spanish on the 28th of December 2025 versus 28th of June 2025, 28th of December 2024, and even say June 20th of June 2024 as well. It's just grown. It's just the trajectory is clear, just up and to the right. More and more words, more fluency, more grammar, just better all the time. And by 28th of December 2029, you name it, 2026, 2027, 2028, my Spanish will have gotten even better as well. And in 2029, my Spanish today will look primitive and basic and simple compared to what it can be, what it will be at this rate and trajectory in the future. And that brings a gentle tear to my eye of pride. It's beautiful. It's powerful as a discipline, as a structure, and as a habit to have. But we can go deeper to say, by understanding the nuances of the language, and we can use AI for this, asking it specific, real, technical, exact questions that say only 1 in 1 million people are asking or thinking about, or even the top linguists, what kind of things are they analysing the language by? You can really understand the art and history and the etymology behind the words, behind the structure, the kennings, the false friends, the loan words, the homonyms, and beyond. It's beautiful. Meaning, for example, tell AI, you could say, tell me the Arabic origin of the Spanish words and how Arabic has influenced the language. And then you see the words that have al at the start, al Hedrez, al Hombra, al Muhada, and that's Arabic, al Godon. And you can see the mix and how this other language, Arabic, has affected Spanish over the millennia in this case, over 1,000 years even. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to understand the nuances of it. And then, as I said earlier, with the clients, the more you understand the language, the better you could, yes, build rapport, but connect with clients as well to explain things at a deeper level. And this is a bit specific, meaning when I have Spanish speaking clients, I can explain the nuances between Spanish and English because I understand them so well. Like, for example, the prepositions in, at, on in English, those three words, those distinctions don't exist in Spanish. Likewise, in Spanish, the words por and para don't quite exist in English. It's only for, as in for this, for you, for them, going for it, FOR. And English, likewise, we have should and ought. That doesn't exist in Spanish. Just debería, debo, one word, different conjugations. Should and ought don't exist. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. To know these nuances is beautifully artistic and it's amazing. I highly recommend learning a second language. And again, pick one that's going to be useful in business or lifestyle. Everything else beyond that is just academic. Like with Latin, it's academic. Very interesting. So amazing. And I'm looking forward to finishing this book. Halfway, you could say. And I have 6 or so more books to read, including Don Quixote, all in Spanish. And then I would say I would just then read news articles every day instead on different websites, different language levels, as in formal, down to earth, etc., to study. And I have 1,000+ pages on ChatGPT to go through to analyze the language, analyze the words, the grammar. Again, every single day, learning, every single day. One word or one new grammar rule. And even on Duolingo, I want to get to 3,000 days on there as a sense of honor and pride, bragging rights essentially. A bit of feeding ego, but it's beautiful. So it's amazing, amazing, amazing tool, languages. Highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. And no regrets. Absolutely no regrets about learning a language. And I've said that a handful of times. And it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's Daily Vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.